I'd like to recognize some of my family that's here today. They've always been there to support me.
No offense.
Okay. I've never talked through one of these things very good. They've always been here to support us. Our family has advised us and been there for us for everything. Our daughter, Sherry and Andy Preston, their son Connor, their daughter Audrey, and husband Josh, and their sons Waylon and Dawson. I'm not sure they're here yet. And they're our first great-grandchildren. And their son, who's not here, Garrett, is a U.S. Marine who is currently serving in Afghanistan and hopes to be home by the end of November. We are so proud of him and pray for his safe return. Our other daughter, Debbie and Ken Ravishaw, and their children, Maggie and Spencer, from Savannah, were unable to be here today, but came last weekend. Can't hear you. Oh, you can't? It's not turned on, Sandra. They can't hear. Okay. Can you hear me now, Patty? Okay. Bobby's two sisters are here, Ann and her husband, Harold Rowe, along with sons Brad and Brian. I'm not sure if Brian's here, but Nancy and her husband, Kenny Jones, and son Jake. And Nancy's other children live out of town and could not come. My two sisters, Linda Richard and Brendan, her husband, Eddie, and son Willie. I can read more. My daddy's brothers, Bobby's daddy's brothers, Lynn Martin, his daughter Tana, and husband Steve Greer. Also Rex Martin and his wife Charlene, and their son Terry and wife Pam, along with their sons Russ and Ryan and their families.
And my wife Sandra, who has worked by my side all these years. I would not have been able to continue Howard for the past 30 years since my father died if it hadn't been for her love and encouragement and help. And I'm blessed to have her for a wife. I want to just thank my dad, Howard, for seeing the need for a restaurant like this in Smyrna. It was at a time in 1964 when there were no restaurants in the area that a man could bring his wife and his family and have a good meal and an alcoholic beverage in a comfortable environment. Everything I know about the restaurant business I learned from him, and I've strived to continue this restaurant with those beliefs. I want to thank my mother for her standing behind me in everything I did, and she always listened to me and comforted me. I want to thank our staff of over 1,000 employees who have been with us in the past 50 years. Some of them good, some of them bad. I can't name all 1,000 of them. But I do want to recognize some of them that are here today. Our most famous, of course, is Charlotte Smith. She's been with us for 50 years. 45 years. Charlotte's family does.
Since she was 2.
And she's been here for Sandra and I during the best of times and the worst of times. And I want to say a big thank you to Charlotte. Some of the other servers that have been here a while are Lisa Peacock, 15 years. Cindy McCravey, 8 years. Donna Harris has been here 6 years. Patricia London, Pat London, Trish, I call her, 6 years. Riker's been here 4. Pat Pierce has been here 3 years this time. She's been here before. And cashier Summer O'Shields has been here 4 years. Patty Church, our bartender, has been here 3 years. In the kitchen, preparing all this great food over the years, I've had my cook Herbert Rodriguez for 14 years, and kitchen manager David Gomez 14 years. Amadou Sacco has been here 10. Alfred Durantes 8. I got a busser, Darrell McNeil's been here 5. And my office girl manager, Tessie Peck's been here 7. My current manager, Joe McCauley, has recently returned. He was gone for a while, but he came back home for the end, and he's done an outstanding job the past few months. I also want to thank Liz Perdue, my former kitchen manager. She worked for us most of her life before she went to the school system, but she's back helping us out part-time.
Love you.
And I'd also like to recognize my former manager, Jeff Bartlett. Jeff was with us for 23 years. And Jeff was my right-hand man during all those years. And I want to thank him for that. I'd also like to thank my dear friend, Max Bacon, for everything he's done for me and my family, and for Howard's. He and his family has always been great support for us at Howard's. And his mother, Dot, she seems like a second mother to me. And last but not least, I want to thank all of our loyal customers. Without you, none of this would have been possible. The community has embraced Howard's and made it a place and a part of their lives. I cannot express how overwhelmed we've been in the past few weeks with the support from our customers and the kind comments that they've made to us in person and on Facebook. And I just want to thank all of y'all and tell you that Sandra and I are both going to miss you. Thank you. It was hard to do. Also, one last thing is today is also my sister Ann's birthday, and so I thought we'd all get to sing happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ann. Happy birthday to you. We still have food back there now.
Or no? Don't tell me.